नमस्कार. जय श्रीकृष्ण. श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर, श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद, enunciating text 40, text 41, text 42 and text 43 of chapter 20, conversation between Maitreya and Vidur of third canto, the status quo of Srimad Bhagavatam. Text 40. सृष्ट्वा भूत पिशाचां शच भगवान आत्मतन्द्रिणादिग्वाससो मुक्तकेशान् वीक्ष्य चामिलयद दृशौ. The glorious Brahma then evolved from his sloth, the ghosts and fiends, but he closed his eyes when he saw them stand naked with their hair scattered. Ghosts and mischievous hobgoblins are also the creation of Brahma. They are not false. All of them are meant for putting the conditioned soul into various miseries. They are understood to be the creation of Brahma under the direction of the Supreme Lord. Text 41. Jagruhus tadavi srushtam tam zrumbhanakhyam तनुं प्रभोः निद्रा मिन्द्रिय विक्लेदो यया भूतेषु दृश्यते येनोचच्छिष्टान् धर्षयन्तो तमुन्मादं प्रचक्षते. The ghosts and hobgoblins took possession of the body thrown off in the form of yawning by Brahma, the creator of the living entities. This is also known as the sleep which causes drooling. The hobgoblins and ghosts attack men who are impure, and their attack is spoken of as insanity. The disease of insanity or being haunted by ghosts takes place in an unclean state of existence. Here it is clearly stated that when a man is fast asleep and saliva flows from his mouth and he remains unclean, ghosts then take advantage of his unclean state and haunt his body. In other words, those who drool while sleeping are considered unclean and are subject to be haunted by ghosts or to go insane. Text 42. ऊर्जस्वन्तं मन्यमान आत्मानं भगवान् जह साध्यान् गणान् पितृगणान् परोक्षेण सृजत प्रभुः. Recognizing himself to be full of desire and energy, the worshipful Brahma, the creator of the living entities, evolved from his own invisible form from his navel the hosts of Sadhyas and Pitas. The Sadhyas and Pitas are invisible forms of departed souls, and they are also created by Brahma. Text 43. Ta atmasargam tama कायम पितरः प्रतिपेदीरे साध्येभ्यश्च पितृभ्यश्च कवयो यदा वितन्वते. The Pitas themselves took possession of the invisible body, the source of their existence. It is through the medium of this invisible body that those well versed in the rituals offer oblations to the Sadhyas and Pitas in the form of their departed ancestors on the occasion of Shraddha. Shraddha is a ritualistic performance observed by the followers of the Vedas. There is a yearly occasion of 15 days when ritualistic religionists follow the principle of offering oblations to departed souls. Thus, those fathers and ancestors who, by freaks of nature, might not have a gross body for material enjoyment can again gain such bodies due to the offering of Shraddha oblations by their descendants. The performance of Shraddha or offering oblations with prasad is still current in India, especially in Gaya, where oblations are offered at the lotus feet of Vishnu in a celebrated temple. Because the Lord is thus pleased by the devotional service of the descendants, by His grace, He liberates the condemned souls of forefathers who do not have gross bodies, and He favors them to again receive a gross body for development of spiritual advancement. Unfortunately, by the influence of Maya, the conditioned soul employs the body he gets for sense gratification, forgetting that such an occupation may lead him to return to an invisible body. The devotee of the Lord, or one who is in Krishna's consciousness, however, does not need to perform such ritualistic ceremonies as Shraddha because he is always pleasing the Supreme Lord. Therefore, his fathers and ancestors who might have been in difficulty are all automatically relieved. The vivid example is Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj requested Lord Nrsimha Dev to deliver his sinful father who had so many times offended the lotus feet of the Lord. The Lord replied that in a family where a Vaishnava like Prahlad is born, not only his father but his father's father and their fathers up to the 14th father back are all automatically delivered. The conclusion, therefore, is that Krishna's consciousness is the sum total of all good work for the family, for society, and for all living entities. In the Chaitanya Charitamrita, the author says that a person fully conversant with Krishna's consciousness does not perform any rituals because he knows that simply by serving Krishna in full Krishna's consciousness, all rituals are automatically performed. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.